You know why it's showing my dictionaries as like red or like arrow over here?
I cannot see your screen yet, so
Okay. Let me know when you can see it.
okay. Okay, I can see it now. So what is the error, please?
It's showing this like these as undefined, right?
Yeah, but first fix the indentation. Okay. Can you tell me what is the difference between a class variable and a normal variable?
Class variable and normal variable.
Yes,
Class one you would define it like up here, and the normal one you would do right here.
perfect. And how we access a class variable and how we access a local variable?
Class one is the name of the class dot whatever it is, and then the local one is the name of the method
No,
dot
I'm talking about internally. Inside the class, how can we access a class variable and how can we access a local variable?
like with the objects.
A class, we have to use it to access it with an object name, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the local one, we have to put self before the
Yep.
variable name. So
Mm-hmm.
here, you want to access that variable, you have to write the app, and then you put the class variable name. So it is app dot rating underscore dictionary. So
Oh, I see.
you forgot to put app with a capital A
Mm-hmm.
before it because this is a class variable. So you go down here in the
App
length.
dot. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I don't even need to type it.
Okay, now we can try to run. App is not defined. That's very nice.
Class.
Let me see. App is not defined.
Where's
Need
that?
to,
App class.
pop. Never mind. I would say because uh, suppose yeah, you put app capital. Well, let me see. Let me see how you put the app. Because
Yeah,
here you're
app capital.
then you see actually you are accessing it here using the app.
Yes.
So why it doesn't accept app is not defined. Is it in the category? Ah, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Can you indent one more, please?
Yeah.
Run.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So okay, just because we didn't put anything that can tell us um, what this number belongs to, but it's okay. It's just printing something to us. So
Yeah.
next time we can use a proper formatting and proper text for that. Never mind, we know it's working. We go to back to the UI to save our
Okay.
time.
Sure. Also, I was wondering if we could work a little bit on that other code so we're meeting on Sunday, we can continue the project or the other one that you wanted to help me with.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I
Um,
was wondering if we could start on that because then we can continue working on this Sunday too.
okay, good. So
Okay.
yeah, So just real quick, see. I think we better focus on the, yeah. So if you can remember before, I told you that this exercise actually it is an extension for LA12 that you have.
Okay.
So you already created LA12,
Yep.
which is a book rental, and you have two kind of classes, if I'm not mistaken, a library class and a book class. Can you still remember that?
Yep.
And can
If
you
the
actually you
yeah.
can open your code there also
Yeah.
to have a look. I also try to open your code so that we can figure out what we need to
Sure.
improve on that. Okay.
I believe I sent it to you on Drive.
Yes, I believe yes. Okay. So yes, in the LA12 we have a book class,
Yep.
and we have a library as a list.
Yeah. On in the main function.
Yes, exactly. So now you open the code, right? So
Yep.
and we open it. We are reading a text file, which is
Yeah.
LA12 underscore read file dot text, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we will be doing exactly much similar work here.
Okay.
The only thing here that we are going to change library, instead of library becoming a list, we will make it a class that have a named that have a default dictionary.
Yeah. I remember you were saying that last time too, that instead of list is going to be default dict.
Yes, and we will be going to use dunder methods, which is also part of your syllabus. So let me go back here. Um, okay, so as I said, we're going to make a book class, which is much similar to what you have created. We were going to only do a few edits here and there, but
Okay.
most of the work will
It's going
be
to be similar.
going to change the library from a list. We need to make it a class,
Okay.
and then I
We
would.
okay.
So the class will have a default dictionary inside it. Okay. Do you still
Okay.
remember default dictionary?
Yeah.
Okay. So typically, if you can see the screen in front of me, then this is the properties of the book class, and you already do it. There is nothing need to change
Yeah. I
mostly.
remember I did the same exact at in my code, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the only difference here is the library class will be slightly different. So we create a books dictionary. Okay. So it will be self.books. You can create it a class variable if you wish to, and you can create it a normal variable, which means that
Okay.
you need to use self.
Uh-huh.
It's totally up to you.
Gotcha.
You can use self.books.
Mm-hmm.
The trick is not again here at all. The trick is that um, so books will be a dictionary, right? Like that. So
Mm-hmm.
and in dictionary we have a key and we have a value, right? The
Mm-hmm.
key will use named tuples. So this is something you already took. So
Yeah.
to fix your understanding here, a tuple is typically two or three or four values, but we will
Yeah.
use only two. The name tuple here will be title, and country. So you have to create a name tuple, and you have to put it as a key. This is, you never did that before, but you take default dictionary and you take name tuple. Okay. If name tuple is difficult, we start with a normal tuple, and we don't need to, we can adjust it later. Okay.
DefaultDict is built in, right?
Is built in, yes. But
And
no, you have to import. You have to import it from collections.
Okay.
So I would advise now, please open your code. I want you to do that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, so open your previous code, save it under a normal under another file name, which is enhanced, LA12 enhanced, and then you create a class library.
Okay, all right, let me do that. I can share the screen with you in a second.
But allow me to share one thing before I close, so that you don't have to keep switching.
Okay.
So I took a class here. Okay. All
right.
So here you can see my screen, right? And here, this is a library object. It's a library class that you're going to create. And we said inside the library object, we will be having keys. So we will having books as a default dictionary. Okay. So these books inside will have each one of the collection. The default dictionary is a collection. It have a key and a value. The key will be a tuple. We said it has title and country that also you will read from inside the text file. And then inside here as a value, we have a book object. The book object will have typically whatever values that you used before. It will have title, author, ISBN, copies, and the new thing here that you will add is a country. So I will pass you a text file that is slightly different from the file that you have, only having country as an addition to that.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so now let me share with you. How can I share with you a file? What is the fastest way? I'm able to upload anything on my
Drive if you want, on the same
or even WhatsApp. It's more
WhatsApp
easy.
is fine too. Yeah.
So let me go here, get that file. Okay, I already sent the file to you. And then please, you can share your screen. Wise, can you start sharing your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna send myself that text file really quickly. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. I'm just opening it up right now and I'll share it.
You can start sharing your code at the moment until the
Yeah,
text file.
I'm bringing it up right here. All right, let me know when you can see it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
All right, I just copied everything from 12.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So now, can you start creating, please, a library class?
Okay. What else was for library, the variables?
The library will not take anything at the moment, so it will just take self only.
Okay.
Okay, and then we just have to build the default dictionary.
Okay.
So call it books. So you just have to write self books
Okay.
like that. Or you can use it as you can use a small one also. Is yeah, is
Okay.
okay. And then we have to initiate. So books is actually a default dictionary.
Okay, so we have to set books to
So here you need to write equal
books or
equal
self.books equals, yeah.
default dictionary.
DefaultDict. Okay, gotcha. We have to import it first.
Yes, you have to import from collections.
Import from collection.
From collections, import DefaultDict.
Default.
No, no, you reversed it. So from
From
collections,
collection.
import.
DefaultDict. Okay, yeah.
And also under it, write import JSON.
Okay.
Okay, so now default dictionary, it takes what? Can you still remember?
You said DefaultDict, ISBN country,
No.
everything.
When we initialize any default dictionary, we have to give it a default value inside. A default value that okay, if our so as a normal dictionary, we have a key and value. The default here when you create a default dictionary, you can actually giving a default value for everything. So if there is something that doesn't have a value, it will give it default. Default in this case, inside the books, actually we're going to store what? We're going to store book. So object of type book. So we have to write here book like that. Have you got me? Or are you confused? Are you confused?
Actually, yeah, can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah, sure. So the difference between a normal dictionary and a default dictionary is that when you initialize the default dictionary, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, you
The-
said it's almost the exact same, right? Just a little difference, minor differences.
okay, so this
According, I think that's what I remember.
okay. So the thing here that you need to put the default value for the values inside the dictionary. So if you are going to store integers inside the default dictionary, so you have to put here int. If you're going to store strings inside the default dictionary, so you inside the values, not the keys. So you have to put string. And because we're going to store inside the default dictionary books, so we put here, we open brackets and we put book inside. Does this make sense or still confused?
Still kind of confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell me why.
So you said instead of the brackets, you put books inside? Like that's the normal dictionary you would put books, right?
No, a normal dictionary,
Can you
have.
explain it one more time again?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So consider this a dictionary, just a normal dictionary.
Okay.
So consider that we put a key
Key and value.
a key here
Mm-hmm.
and value.
Yep.
Okay. Assume that we are putting a title
Mm-hmm.
and we put here a book
Okay.
name.
Okay.
So this book is actually an object,
Yeah.
not anything else. Okay. So
Okay.
this is this is not the default. This is just a normal traditional dictionary.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me clear that. So when we create a default dictionary, we have to tell it the type of the default values that we're going to store inside. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in this case, when we create DefaultDict,
Yeah.
we are going we know initially that we're going to store an object of type book
Yeah.
inside the values.
Okay.
So we have to write default.
Dict. And then you said book, right?
Yes. So we write book inside like that. But what if here we are not going to stay books? We're going to stay store string. So instead of when we create a default dictionary, we have to write here string.
But so basically the default dict, what you pass through it, it just takes gives back the value.
It you no, sorry, I don't get your question again, please.
So like you're passing the value inside of default dict.
No, I'm not passing. I'm passing the default value only. Default type of the value that you're going to put inside.
That's what I meant.
Yes, yes,
Okay, that
yes.
makes sense.
Okay,
Okay,
that's why it's called default.
okay, that makes sense now.
Okay, good.
Okay, all right.
And I apologize for any confusion caused.
No problem. It makes sense.
Okay, so now we created the dictionary, right? And let me see what else we need to do here. I want you to create what else? What else? Go down, please, to the reading the text. Okay, so we need to modify the text to be able to read books underscore country dot text
Okay.
file.
Yeah.
Okay, so the difference here, can you open please the text file even for yourself? No need to share it. I just want to go through it with you.
Where is it? Can you see it?
No, but
I can see it though. I can see it.
yeah, okay. Wait, I need to go to open it myself. Okay, so if you can see here, books underscore country got the first line is a header. So it's telling us the information under it is title, author, ISBN, copies, and country. So the only difference from before that we have, in addition, a country. So we tell, so the story here that you are building libraries for a library is associated to a country. So when we read a book that is have a country as USA, it will be stored in a library that is USA library. And if we
Okay.
read a book that is written here UK, so it will be stored in the library of UK.
Okay.
And if you read here, this is the last line is a library of Malaysia. So here you will be reading that last book. It's only one book, and
Mm-hmm.
that book will be stored in a library of Malaysia. So we have an object called library.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the object, we have collections, which is the list of books in that library. Okay, but we will be having three type of libraries. Why I say like that? Because if you look here, you find that oh, sorry, so you can see, right? You're able to follow up with me on your text file, right?
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah.
Yes. So okay, what I want to say is that we have library US and library in UK and library in Malaysia. So it means that we'll be having three different library objects, each for a different country.
Yes, US, UK, Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay, so we have to start to modify our code that we have to create
Mm-hmm.
three libraries.
Okay.
So three library objects. Now you create, previously you created all in one
Okay.
library,
Okay.
okay, which was a list. So we
Yeah.
need to look at the code to be able to change it. Look at the reading. When you're reading the text, you can no longer use the library here.
Over
I mean,
here.
yes, you can no longer use it like that.
Mm,
So
yeah.
okay, so do you know now how many libraries we're going to create?
3.
Three. Perfect. But so can we store? Let me. This is slightly. So can we store? Now we have three libraries. Can we store them in a dictionary? So we have here US, UK, and Malaysia.
Yeah.
Each have a library object.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of creating three variables,
We would just need to make 3 classes, right? And then pass library through each of them.
yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Or we can create a dictionary, and the dictionary have a key as here a key US. Under the US, you put one library objects, and you put all the books that belong to US inside. So we can start easy, just not to complicate the matter for you. Create three library objects, initialize them, and then based on the country, we start to put the books inside them.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I have to off. Okay.
Okay. Also,
Mhm.
off. Can we just finish this
Yes,
next
yes,
on
yes,
Sunday?
yes, yes, yes. We have like something like 9 minutes. If you want to use them, we can use them. It's
We
up
can
to you.
use the 9 minutes. We can use the 9 minutes.
Okay, so um, just create here, instead of library that is a list, create three objects: library US, library UK, library Malaysia.
Okay.
Here, here,
Yeah.
here in the main. Yes, instead of that. Yes,
US, right?
yes. No, but dear, I just want to, what I meant here is that it's slightly different from what you are trying. So I want you to create. I would say this is a variable name, library US equal library, and
Okay.
this is capital, and this is you're building a class here, and then
Touch.
library UK same.
Okay.
Okay, so you create three of them. So now it's three variables. You can write my also, can.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so now three variables, each
Yeah.
of them is an object, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now your information here is working perfect, except that you are missing a country. So you don't get the country here. So you have to add inside your text file, you will be reading a country. So inside info, you have to write here country.
Right here. Okay, gotcha.
No. Not instead of info. Info is you read it. So that is the line that you read. So you come here. You make a dash, and then you add the word, the variable name country. Okay. Did you add a comma? Yes, perfect. Okay. So now you read everything inside a variable. So we would say if the country equal US, then we start in putting the books inside the library of US. How can you do that?
How we can put it inside the library of the US?
So we want to so if we have a book that is belong to the US library, we want to install it in the variable that is belonging to US. Can we do that?
Yeah.
How can we do that?
We want to assign it to the variable of U. You said we want to assign what to the variable of US?
So you're reading books from the text file, right? Okay. So books need to be stored in a library that belong to the correct country. If the book have, when you read that line, you will have a country inside. If you look one more time inside the text file, you will find that there is a country, right? So every line will have a different country. So if we have US, so it means that under it we need to make an if statement. If the country is US, then we install
similar to this.
Somehow, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, yeah, we can finish on Sunday after you use the bathroom too. So.
Yes, no problem. That's okay. We finished we finished now. It's okay. Okay, we continue later. Okay, take care.
All right.
Okay. Wa alaikum salam.